In today's Minecraft tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can make a simple and efficient sea pickle farm. Get all the sea pickles that you're going to need for your Minecraft Bedrock Edition world. Things off, we're going to start and we're going to place down 7 blocks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Continuing from this one, that is block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Continuing from this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that one is 7. So we have our main grid right here. From here, we're going to go ahead and fill in the middle and the sides, just like so, so that we have a 3x3 grid in the middle. Now we're going to go ahead and knock this one back out. We're going to go ahead and knock this one back out. That, and that. From here, we're going to grab a double chest. We're going to put a double chest right there. We're going to grab hoppers and we're going to go hoppers all the way into that chest. Hoppers going into each of the hoppers here. Same on this side, hoppers going into the center line of hoppers here. That way, anything that ends up in here will end up inside of our chest. From here, we're going to go ahead and fill in the middle block. We don't need nothing there, and we're going to put an extra block right there because we're not going to be actually growing any pickles right here. Once we have that in, we're going to grab a slab. We're going to put a slab right there. That is going to allow us to open our chest and keep the water from flowing out. Now we're going to take our water and we're going to put a water source above every one of our hoppers here. That way we can waterlog our hopper minecarts and rails, which we're going to put in next. Now we're going to grab our powered rails. We're going to put powered rails all the way across the front, all the way across the back, one on the side and one on the side there. Next, we're going to grab our hopper minecarts. We're going to put a hopper minecart on the edge, on the other edge, and then we're going to put one directly in the center. If you try to place one in the center and then do on the sides, you're going to get one that nudges over and it's not going to let you place in the one on the end. So the best advice, edge, edge, center, just like so. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and put one on the side there and the side there. Now, any pickles that grow will end up getting pulled through the blocks and end up inside of our chest down below. From here, we're going to go ahead and grab some glass and we're going to fill in this outer level 3 high. Now, things are going to get messy here for just a moment, and that is understandable of what we got to do, but we're going to go ahead and fill up all this with water. All the next level with water, and even the top level with water for now. From here, to prevent the water from flowing out in the front, we can just grab a button, and we can put a button there, there, and there. That'll prevent the water from flowing out. From here, we need to get our coral in place, but we have a minor problem with how this works here. Coral cannot go on top of that, and we cannot place it on the side of that. It needs to be placed down on a solid block. But we need our coral right here over these hopper minecarts. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock back out these 3 pieces of glass right here. We're going to put in 3 regular pistons. We're going to put down our coral all the way across just like so. We're going to come back here and we're going to power each of these pistons to get our coral in place. So now we have 3 pieces of coral there. From here, we're going to do the same thing on this side over here. We're going to knock those out temporarily. We had to put all those in there to flood this area. So yes, we're going to be making a mess, but it is what it is. Now, 3 more pieces of coral right there. Come around here, power these 3, remove that. And now we just got 2 spots left. We got here and over there. So once again, we're going to go ahead and put in a piston right there. Put coral in right there. We're going to power that. We can go ahead and remove those if we want. And the same with these pistons all here on the side. Just remove them and make sure to put glass or whatever block you want back in its place. Now with just 1 more left, we're going to go ahead and grab our piston, knock out that button. We're going to put that there. We're going to put a piece of coral right there, knock out that button, power our piston, remove, and go ahead and put our buttons back into place. So now, anytime we throw anything down, it gets picked up by our hopper minecarts underneath, goes through our hoppers, and ends up inside of our chest. From here, we're going to grab another piece of coral. We're going to put a piece of coral right there. We're going to grab our sea pickles, and we're going to place our sea pickles right there. This is the sea pickle that we're going to end up bone milling. The sea pickles will grow on these lower ones down below. From here, we need to get our bone meal dispenser into place. So we're going to grab some temporary blocks. We're going to pull those all the way over like so. We're going to grab our dispenser, look up at the top corner right there, and place our dispenser there. Now from here, we're going to come down a little bit lower underneath of here, and we're going to put a piston on that piece of glass that we just placed right there. From there, we're going to continue to put a ring of pistons all the way above each of these coral blocks here until we have a ring that looks just like so. From here, we're going to go ahead and knock that back out and knock that back out temporarily. We need to grab our water source, and we need to waterlog all of these pistons. The reason we are waterlogging all these is because we always need our coral to be exposed to water. And now that we've waterlogged all those, I like to take this a step further, and I like to temporarily power all these, because if the coral is exposed to air, it just dies. It is what it is. It's very annoying and it's very frustrating. So we're going to go ahead and waterlog all these, which potentially could be pointless, but I've had instances where if I didn't, then the coral ends up dying when the pistons retract here. So now we can go ahead and break all that, and hopefully everything is now a completed water source in this area. Now at this point, we need to go ahead and build our clock that is going to power this whole system. To get things started here, we're going to put a block right there, put another one right there, remove that block, 2 blocks on top of that, 2 right here, make a cross, and then we're going to punch out the metal block here. From here, we're going to grab a redstone repeater. We're going to have a repeater going into this block right here. We're going to have a redstone torch right there. We're going to place down a solid block right here. We're going to put a piece of redstone dust right there. And as you can see, we now have a clock in place. We're going to grab a lever. We're going to put a lever there so that we can turn this on or off when we need to. From here, we're going to grab an observer. We're going to put an observer watching that redstone dust right there. We're going to put a solid block on the back of that. Then we're going to put a temporary block right here. We're going to come up, put a block there, remove the temporary block, up and over. From here, we're going to grab redstone dust. We're going to go from that block over and on top of that. So this observer will now see this redstone dust turn on and off. So it's going to pulse 2 times every time that it does this, allowing the bone meal dispenser to fire twice as fast as the next side. Now that we've got that side in there, let's go ahead and grab a piece of redstone dust. We're going to put a piece of redstone dust by our torch there. We're going to grab a building block. We're going to put it right there beside that redstone dust. We're going to take our redstone dust up and over to water, and then we're going to wrap it all the way around our pistons. So from here, we're going to go ahead and grab some bone meal. We're going to come over here to our dispenser. We're going to go ahead and fill this thing up with bone meal. And from here, we're just going to turn our farm on and off and let the pickles start growing. As you can see, we already got pickles flowing into the chest down below, because everything that grows and gets broke gets picked up by the hopper minecarts and ends up in the chest down below. Collection is a little bit slower than the farm actually produces. That's why we have no extra storage for bone meal on top of this thing, because we're going from a hopper minecart to a hopper into a chest via a single hopper line. Hopper minecarts pick up items 4 times faster and move them faster than a hopper can deal with the speed of them. And that is the reason we do not have excess storage on top for the bone meal. We're putting in just 9 stacks at a time. Just a bit of AFKing, you can have all the sea pickles that you're ever going to need. That being that, I think that's where we're going to call this one a tutorial. Short, simple, and to the point. If you've enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and we'll catch all of you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.